afford it, you got to go. It don't matter how many payments you made. No, once you're late and you can't afford it no more, we don't care. We want you out. I feel like somebody just got put out like 2 days ago where I'm at. I seen all of their furniture outside. I seen them putting a couch inside of their car, multiple different couches, to the point it took all day. Now, they didn't have a U-Haul. You know, they had the little not twist ties, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They had the little rope that you tie down over the furniture. And, you know, the trunk got to be open while you're driving, but you could see the couch. You see it's secure, but at the same time, it could possibly fall out. They had that going on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen, I feel like it's eviction season. People are being put out of where they stay because they can't afford it no more. This is a time where times are getting hard. Layoffs are happening more than ever. This is the result of it. If you can no longer pay, you no longer have a place to stay. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Bro, I know I look a fucking mess right now, but like I'm so motherfucking blowed right now. Like I get home today from work. I get home today and I got a 3-day notice on my front door. Like a notice to vacate. Like what? No, a eviction notice, whatever that shit called. Which I ain't never had that shit before. So I called the rent office, they didn't my answer. So I told my kids, I said, y'all hurry up and put y'all baseball stuff on. I'll be back. So I go to the rent office and I'm like, I walk in the door and they're like, somebody be right with you. I said, I got somewhere to go. I said, how y'all put a 3-day notice on my door and y'all told me I had a credit on my account for me not to pay my rent? Like I pay my rent. I didn't pay my rent for 2 years at that regular ass shit. Why the fuck would I just stop now? Why would I stop paying my fucking rent right now? The same bitch I just talked to, she's the same one that said, you don't have to pay no rent, you have a credit, you don't have nothing to worry about. She acting like she ain't never had no conversation with me. She don't know who the fuck I am. She don't remember talking to me. At the fence, I do talk to a lot of people. Bitch, you ain't talking to a lot of people about this. Ain't no way. And then, on Thursday, on spring break on Thursday, you just brought a bitch to my house to show her my apartment so somebody else can move in there. So if you run there, y'all got my apartment listed as vacant. Of course, you don't think that's a fucking error? You don't think that's no motherfucking error? You showing my fucking apartment to somebody and I still live there. And y'all putting this shit on my motherfucking door. Like I'm some bum ass bitch or something. Trying to fuck out of me, dog. Trying to fuck out of me. And she shit her fat ass in there looking like a bitch that killed Selena, laughing and shit. I should have jumped across that table I should have jumped across that table on that hoe. I don't even act like this. I don't even get like this. But that hoe trying to make it seem like a bitch trying to get over. A bitch is not trying to get over. I don't even do shit like that. Bitch, I paid my motherfucking rent. I went to pay my rent and the shit said 0. I kept calling. I called from my job phone. I know that shit recorded. Kept calling. Like, something wrong with my rent. Like, my rent keeps saying 0. Oh, you got a credit. How the fuck I got a credit? Well, I been overpaying? You telling me I ain't got nothing to worry about? Well, if I was you, I wouldn't worry about it. A bitch ain't worried about it. Then a bitch come home to a 3-day notice. I'm so motherfucking mad right now. Like, that shit's so fucking embarrassing for one. Like, my kids looking like, mommy, what's this? This shit ain't never happened to me before.
I'm getting evicted. And at this point, I don't even give a fuck. I am a single mother. I never had a Section 8. I always work to take care of me and my kids. My oldest is 25. He lives with his fiance. My second oldest is 17. He lives with his dad. And my other 6 kids live with me. I'm a single mother of 8. Been a single mother off and on as long as I've been a mother. So that's 25 years. Always had a job. Always took care of me and my kids. The cost of living out here is getting absolutely ridiculous. Okay. And that's why I'm just over this shit. Like, I'm literally paying bills while the ship is sinking. So it's like I'm paying bills and I'm still getting evicted. Like, so I'm just so over it and so stressed. I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just about to go to the shelter like I seen other people doing. And at this point, I'm happy to go to a shelter. Like, maybe I can go to the shelter and get my mind together so I can come up with a game plan and save some damn money so me and my kids will have a roof over our head. So this weekend I was supposed to start packing out stuff, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not packing shit. I took me and my kids out. We had a good time. We went to the park and we went out to eat because I'm tired of being stressed and depressed. Like, this is crazy. Since 2020, I've been having mental health issues. Okay, I do, receive treatment. I am on medication. Still working, still trying to pay the bills, still trying to take care of me and my kids. Like, it's just so much. And then, like I said, the cost of living is getting higher and higher and higher. I started posting content on the app. I really like astrology. Those videos have been doing well. But I've been so stressed in my personal life, I can't even do that type of content. And I'm trying my best not to switch over to the typical mommy content. I'm struggling, whatever. But damn, like, it's hard when that's all that's on your mind 24/7. That's why this weekend I was like, fuck it. Like, me and my kids went out. We having a good time. I'm getting evicted any goddamn way. And for the people that's going to ask, where are the dads? Okay, the dads are involved. They help me out with child support. But them niggas is struggling too. So,
My goodness, how you get child support for multiple different kids, and that's still not enough for you to afford the rent. What type of support are they doing? It's not enough. She said they both broke. She should have made better decisions with her baby daddies. She should have chose better. So you mean to tell me the mother, the fathers, don't make enough to afford a roof over all of their heads? Come on now. Y'all got to do better. I know time's hard, though. I know that. But don't have kids if you can't afford to provide for them. It's not right for a kid to have to go through those struggles. Y'all might get mad at me, YT. But listen, I grew up with family going through this. I'm like, man, they getting put out again? Again? Like, come on now. Y'all got like 7 kids. Y'all don't know what y'all doing to these kids. Y'all gonna mess them kids up. Now, when your kids turn to the streets, don't wonder why. They see what's going on. They're not dumb. They're smart. And sometimes they put it on themselves like, man, this is my fault. Or they're like, man, I got to make something shake. I got to make some changes. That's a tough spot to have your kids in, for real. Let your kids be kids.
Outfit of the day, today. Yo, picking up trash day. 3-day notice. It's 3-day noticing. I mean, I didn't expect nothing less. Got to pick up trash. Shirt, I forgot. Pants, boohoo, call girl friendly. Shoes, hey dudes. Hey dude. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more after this because whew. So yeah, I'm picking up what people first see when people get out, but this is what I'm picking up, which is fine. It's whatever's expected. Full video is up on my YouTube YT page. It's up on my YT page. I can't say the Y word. TikTok just goes into frenzy. But yeah, your girl about to get some gloves and pick up the trash before I get a citation. And if you want to see what the property looked like when I went in a while ago, it's on my YT channel, Tempest Nicole. Look it up. It's posted. Love y'all. Bye.
Y'all ever got evicted at a house that was already evicted? No? Just me? So quick backstory. This was around 2022 and I was going through a rough patch in life. I wanted to be grown. I didn't want to be at home. So yeah. And my friend at the time was also going through that phase in life. And she had a boyfriend at the time and his people had a house. Mind you, the house was evicted already. And we knew that, but we was like, we could be slick, like, you know what I'm saying? I had started Amazon already and I had got the sign-on bonus or whatever. That was like $900 or $1,000 sign-on bonus. So I was like, we just go chill here until that hit and then we could just go get an apartment. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we literally was there for probably like 2 weeks maybe. Like, y'all, I cleaned it top to bottom by myself. The broom was broken, y'all. It was just the handle. I swept up everything.
Okay, I ain't got behind the bed yet. But just the room, swept the room. Then lucky I don't clean these carpets, because I would if I could with my hands. Boom. I gotta get all that, but like, look, I got the stairs and but it's coming along.
Like, really getting into it, y'all. And y'all, it was getting to the point where I was like, okay, well, like, how are we gonna take a shower? Y'all, a crackhead came and turned the water on. Like, I kid y'all not, and it was some good water. Pressure was nice, temperature was hot. Like, y'all, I was like, okay, this might work. And so, boom, y'all, it was one day, right? We had been there probably like a week. And so it was one day, we heard somebody come in. Mind y'all, this isn't our house. This is her boyfriend at the time, people house. And I guess they had just noticed some activity in the crib or whatever. So we heard somebody come in, but we knew it wasn't her boyfriend. So y'all, I was scared. I played sleep, right? And my door was locked. Both our doors was locked. But he ended up picking mine. Y'all, I'm literally sitting there playing possum like. So yeah, y'all, he's saying like, hey, wake up. Who is you? Do. I'm not budging. So he go in her room and he opened it and she's like,
here's some advice if you are under eviction, and this is coming from a property manager. Do not allow your file to go to trial. Don't do it. Most places typically start issuing reading notices after the 5th of the month. So if you don't handle that late rent payment, the next step is going to the attorney's office, right? The reason why I tell you do not allow all that time to go past is because evictions do take some time. So by the time it goes to trial, they're gonna look at it like, hey, you know, it took a couple of months for us to get here. You had ample time to try to work it out with the property management company. So typically when we go to trial, we're going for possession, point blank. Time it gets to trial, 9 times out of 10, the commissioner or the judge is almost always going to side with the landlord, because what they're going to be looking at is they're going to see that, hey, rent hasn't been paid, there hasn't been any efforts, or whatever the case is. And they typically see through all the stall tactics. They see through it all. So don't stop paying your rent and then all of a sudden have inhabitability issues, okay? Because here's the thing. Guess what we property managers do? We bring all the evidence to court. That means any service request throughout your tenure, your ledger, all of that. So once we present that to the commissioner, all they're going to see is the fact that rent was not paid on time and you didn't complain about your unit not being uninhabitable until all of a sudden you got a trial date. They see right through it. Even if you have any grievances with your property manager or your apartment complex or whatever the case is, the thing is you are required to give them a chance to remedy whatever the situation is before you decide to stop paying. There's almost never really a good excuse to withhold rent. So all in all, by the time we do go to trial, 9 times out of 10, the judge or the commissioner is going to rule in the property manager's favor.
Yeah, now I don't know who you think you are withholding rent from the landlord or from your apartment complex. That makes no sense. I watch a guy named Othniel Penn on YouTube, if y'all know who he is. He covers a lot of the evictions that take place in Tennessee, I think it is. But it's somewhere in the South. Maybe not Tennessee. Maybe it's North Carolina. One of the two. I think it's Tennessee, though. But I'm saying that to say, they always got the same excuse every single time. Well, I got a court date and I never heard back from them. They all say that. Or there was something wrong with the apartment, so I stopped paying. You can't stop paying just because there's something wrong. Just because maintenance didn't show up yet. Who do you think you are? That's not your place. You don't have no jurisdiction over that place. You don't have no ownership over that place. You cannot do what you want. You have to pay those people. When you don't, they're going to give you that boot. Get on out. And every single time they're like, oh, well, can I pay now? No, that's too late. We don't want you here no more. Then you could have the apartment so dirty that they don't want you there either. Some people get evicted for that. We don't even want your money. We want you out.
I have to come up with $2,764 before May 21st. And today is May 8th. Anyone that truly knows me knows that I'm very prideful. I don't like asking for anything, but at this point, what do I have to lose? So I'm currently not working, and I've been looking for jobs, and I'm not used to working. And I have been getting behind on bills. And it has really been affecting my mental health. And with me being behind on bills and with my upcoming court date that is on May 21st, I don't know if I'm going to have a home or not. I am facing eviction. I don't have anyone that I can rely on. I don't have my mom. My mom passed away in 2018, and my dad passed away when I was a little girl in probably elementary school. And I have no siblings. And I do have, cousins and stuff like that, aunts. But everyone kind of has their own family, has their own thing going on. And, in today's economy, people just don't have it or have the space. So with that being said, I don't know what I would do if I lose my home. And again, I have friends as well, but people have families, they have kids. It's just not that easy to just decide to live with someone. and especially someone that values their space. I understand how, you know, that can affect someone, and everyone doesn't want other people in their space, and I totally understand. My voice is starting to crack, oh my goodness, because again, my nerves are going. But I'm gonna put my Cash App below, and if you could just donate $1, just anything, I would be so grateful for it. And if, you know, if someone has a job, has any connections, again, if you do not have any money to spare, again, I get it. Today's economy is messed up. But again, if you don't have money and you have resources, I'm open to that as well. So again, I have until May 21st and 10 o'clock a.m. when I have to report to court for them to determine whether or not they are going to evict me or not. And again, I'm not working, so me coming up with the funds by then in such a short period of time, I don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm going to stay hopeful, and again, anything and everything is, you know, appreciated. And yeah, hopefully this touches the right audience. And, you know, even if you can't donate, again, like, share, comment, you know, so it can get pushed in the algorithm. And yeah, hopefully everything turns out for the best. At this point, again, what do I have to lose? Thank you in advance, and I will keep you guys updated on how everything goes.
Same thing. I had a cousin. I got a lot of cousins, y'all. I don't talk to these people, but these people crazy. But look, I got a cousin. He stopped paying his rent. His rent was only like $600 a month. He wasn't hip that the current rent prices are way higher. You can't get nowhere for less than $1,200, $1,300, maybe even $1,400, right? These are the going rates. He didn't know that. Now he's trying to live with somebody. He don't got nowhere to go. All because he wanted to take a furnace because something was wrong with the unit. So he went, like, come on, bruh. Come on, nah. Y'all gotta be smarter for real. You cannot do what you want when you do not own the building. And listen, man, I know times are hard. Once again, I'm gonna say this again. That's the reason a lot of people are being evicted. You could get sick, hard times fall on people, and they cannot afford the rent. It's a very, very tough situation being evicted. It's very embarrassing too, because your former neighbors, they already know. They're like, oh, so-and-so must be getting evicted. You don't even want to show your face. Then you got to carry all your furniture out too. It's bad. I just hope nobody in the comments is going through this, but I'm sure there are people that have went through it, and you learn from it. You learn not to overextend yourself. You learn to live below your means. Even if you got to stay in a little low-income area, you do that so you can stay having a place to stay. You get what I'm saying? You stay with somewhere to lay your head, because anything could happen. Anything. And you don't want to be without a house, especially in the winter months. Or the summer. It's super hot. Who want to be moving all of that furniture in the summer, trying to find somewhere to stay, going through that whole hassle, especially if you have kids. The kids like, Ma or Dad, what's going on? They already know, like, dang, Ma ain't got no money. Or Pop's broke. Now we getting put out. You just don't want to have to deal with that. But yeah, family, let me know what you think about this video. This is something that's happening on a large scale. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. Family, I appreciate you watching. If you made it to the end, peace. And to my Hebrew family, shalom. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.